Hello everybody, this is Mesa at kinsmade.etsy.com, and I started experimenting with scrunchies last night and I actually liked how this one turned out. I watched a couple of YouTube videos, about 3 or 4 of them actually, trying different methods, and of course I got to be different and go out on my own. So what I have is here like a roughly 34-inch scrap that I found, and I have brought these down almost a 1/2 inch. Use the iron here and turn down the sides. And what I'm going to do, and then I put a seam here in the middle, right there, so it's all one continuous circle. And then I'll show you what I'm going to do next. Okay, I forgot to say this is about 5.5 inches wide. And I hate fiddling with elastic and having to thread it through with a safety pin. I would like to just use a regular hair, hair ponytailer. And so what I'm going to have to do, you can see on this example that I've sewn a top stitch to join my fabric pieces around this. So last time I did it really fussy and just started, let go. I just started kind of trying to sew these two things together through this, which was really fiddly at the presser foot. So this time what I'm going to do is kind of accordion fold this. And put this in the middle. And then I'm going to start here at the seams, pressing them 2 different directions, opposite directions. Match up the seams, and I think that is going to be slightly easier to take, matching these up and top stitching. They're not matched, but basically hard to do with one hand, but basically matching these 2 up and just top stitching them to finish. Okay, so I thought I might just show you this way. Here's kind of the back of my work, and here is the seam, dead center here. And so you can see that I've matched these up and put a couple of pins. So the rest of this looks really complicated and messy, but this portion here I can take with relative safety to the sewing machine and get through that portion, and then I'll wrinkle this part all up and try to smooth this part that I still have to stitch. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Because what I want, instead of what you'd normally do if you were using regular elastic, is you'd have to be sewing your elastic together at the end. You put it in with the bobby pin, you'd have to leave yourself a gap, put it in, and then top stitch this. And what I don't like is that one little section is the only part that's top stitched on these scrunchies. So the way I've done it, it just looks like that's how you intended to finish it with the top stitch, instead of just having that little gap where you would pull everything through in reverse and then where you would thread through your elastic. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I know most of you who are going to be watching this tutorial sew a little and have probably put an elastic inside of a casing before. Okay, so here we are at my machine. This is the part that's still all jumbled up, and this is the part that I was able to sew with pins. Normally I don't really like to pin things, but I did find that that was easier to just kind of have a run at it. So I'm going to just straighten out some more of this jumbled part, pin it, and keep going forward until I have reached all the way around to the other side. You'll notice that as I do this, I do have the needle down position Okay, now I'm right here at the end. I'm almost to join, but if you can see this, the top has more fabric than the bottom. So instead of making it all, once it comes smooth, making one big wrinkle right here, I'm going to just try to ease this in and make some smaller little puckers and just kind of divide that out as I sew that last little bit. Okay, so right here you can just see the little puckers that I eased in. They won't even be noticeable on a scrunchie. Okay, so here is the finished product. And I think that is gonna just work really, really well. It's every bit as cute as my prototype. So I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments what type of scrunchie method to use, the burrito method or the classic method, or are you going to adopt my new method? Let me know in the comments how you enjoyed this video. Thank you.